What's up, YouTube? This is Hero Sticks. I'm Edward. I'm a knife enthusiast, a closet social commentator, and I've got a really big unboxing video for you tonight. And by big, I mean like mountain-size big. There is one other review on the knives that I'm about to unbox, and they are featured on a Dutch channel from a man who's giving a great review, I'm sure. I love the sound of his voice, but I can't understand the words. And these are from fantastic makers that you all know, that we all know and love. So I'm going to unbox them right now and give you my first impressions. I have already technically unboxed it. I don't know if that's a thing, and I did so with this, which is my favorite knife at the moment. This is the Urban EDC exclusive Kaiser Feist in burlap micarta. It is small, it is sweet. It was my first front flipper, and it's fantastic. And I need to give a shout out to Metal Complex because he helped me center that thing so beautifully well with his little slip in a piece of paper trick. So Metal Complex, thanks for that. Here it is. So the makers that you will have heard of, and the reason that this is a mountainous unboxing is because we're talking about a collaboration between Summit Knife Company, who brought us the Half Dome, which many reviewers took a look at. Some loved it, some liked it, some thought it was a bit of a novelty, but I think the overall consensus is that it was well built, that the design language was solid, and it was a cool little knife. Loved the inspiration behind styling the knives after particular peaks, and as a mountaineer with only 3 climbs, but a mountaineer nonetheless, really dug that. So had a huge thumbs up in my mind about that knife, but haven't handled it yet. Additionally, you got Fox Knives in the mix. So this is a collaboration between Fox Knives, Knives of the Year, last 2 in a row, the Radius and the Suru, and they're Italian and fantastic, and everyone knows that. So these two teamed up, and Tommaso Ruccini, I believe is the designer's name. Forgive me if that's not correct. I'll fix it right now because I think that's important. Tommaso Rumici all teamed up and put together the El Capitan. Now, the El Capitan is the magnificent and terrifying face in Yosemite that Alex Honnold free soloed. That means no ropes, no clips, no nothing. Probably the most breathtaking and astounding feat of human athletics in the history of humankind. I think they could have teamed up on a little El Capitan free solo, this is all amazing collaborative explosion, but they didn't. These knives are not available in the States, but they are available overseas from a fantastic group called Tools for Gents, and I love swag. There's 2 leather tags with Tools for Gents. And there's their card here, which says it's from Reiki and Flow. Use your tools, guys. Don't be tools. Use your tools. Here we go, guys. This is the Fox Knives and Summit Knife Company El Capitan. I have all 4 variants because my wife is incredibly generous and amazing. So I've spent like $1,200 on these things. I'll probably want to keep them all. I can't keep them all, but I think I'm going to keep one for sure, and it's the one that I'm going to show you first. So I'm going to do these in the order of cost, actually. And here we go. This is the Fox Knives El Capitan. First time on YouTube in English. And I'm just going to open it up. Oh, there's that cool Tools for Gents patch again. And I'm going to show you what we got here. Yeah, that's a legit wow first impression. So fantastic, grippy, thick, beastly G10 on this. It is a coated blade, which I know some folks don't like. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is the most comfortable knife in this size range that I've ever held. Black aluminum, black G10. In D2, you've got the Fox symbol my side, back to the Summit symbol, reads El Capitan, and the altitude of the climb right there. D2 steel, which I know people will gripe about, but let's be honest, guys. D2 steel is like the Jim Beam and the Jack Daniels of the whiskey world. We're all fine with it. I mean, it's good, and it gets the job done. And after a few, we really don't mind that that's what we've got. That is, wow, that feels good in hand. Ergos, we like to say ergos, are spot on. That is so comfortable. Love the blade shape. Fit and finish is super tight. Aluminum pocket clip looks good. A little bit of indentation on the pivot screw there. And it's got this cool skeletonization, which I imagine where we're going to stick our finger to flip this thing open, which I will try right now. Ooh. Wow, that's freaking stellar. That's probably the one I'm going to keep. Let's move on to the next. I want to send some thank yous out to the knife community in general and some of the viewers to whom I'm hopeful to have the privilege of sending some of these to review. Eugene Kwan, Epic Snuggle Bunny, Stasa, Nick Shabazz, Bearded Gear, Advanced Knife Bro. There's the micarta. Again, D2 in the coating, but ooh. And gray titanium. And the green micarta. Again, same branding. This is one of my very early videos. I hope that's coming through sufficiently, but you guys, oh my gosh. That action, that's astonishing. And again, I've had my hands on a good number of knives. Many I've not gotten my hands on yet, but that is, once again, that's more comfortable than the first. The micarta, really nice, good grooves. Fit and finish is great. Wow. I'm super stoked on these. I probably won't keep them all. Okay, third variant. I'll pick up the pace here a wee bit. But thanks to all those reviewers. I mean, that's really how I was inspired to become part of this community and to have knife enthusiasm and collecting become a thing. So I'm excited to become part of that community and to continue to learn from you guys. Holy. So that is brown aluminum with copper hardware. So here's my thought right now, you guys. I want this one bad as well. I mean, I want them all. But, I mean, that's just like show quality shit right there. I mean, that's fantastic. I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't want to use that. And I'm not afraid to say it. Wow. It's not drop shedding. I wouldn't expect that necessarily, but that is fantastic action. And then this is the upgrade in steel here too, guys. So we kick up to M390 with the aluminum handles. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful knife, and I don't think I'm going to want to get rid of that. The action again is magnificent. This again, the grooves here next to the pocket clip. I don't know if essential for some, but really helpful for me. Just helps to get a nice thick grip on that, and the thwack is terrific. Brown aluminum and the copper scale. So before I show the last one, this is the guy I'm probably going to keep. I'm kind of I heard Epic Snuggle Bunny talk about design strategy, and I really try to switch it up between trying new brands, trying new blade shapes, trying new handle materials, and then creating some setups in my mind. So I got wish lists for days. That's kind of my thing. In fact, I thought it would be cool for enthusiasts, collectors, reviewers, and the like to kind of group together and like critique each other's wish lists. I just think there's like a lot of collective discernment and experience, and it would be a fun thing to do. Anyway, so I'm working on a blackout setup, and I think that's going to be my big daddy right there. And I've got a blacked out textured Fox Suru on the way that I want to try to match it up with, but I'm really stoked on these Capitans right now, I can tell you that much. Anyway, thank you to you guys. I really appreciate it. Here's the last one. So this is the all OD green, all aluminum, black hardware M390. It's neat. Wow, that's probably, that light's kind of crazy. Sorry guys, like I'm pretty new here. But that is gorgeous. I will say right away that I'm totally impressed. I fully recommend. The ergonomics are great. They're heavy. I mean, this is 6.5 ounces. The blade length is almost 4 inches. Overall length is almost 9 inches. But didn't want to spec out too much because I just wanted to give you my first impression, which is these are really great. I will say the lockup tension feels a little tighter on this, so I'm a little worried about embarrassing myself again, but yeah. There we go. I mean, you heard that. So I'm going to spin these around. I'd love to hear other reviewers' thoughts. I'll likely do in-depth reviews on them as well at some point, but for now, suffice it to say that the El Capitan by Fox and Summit Knife Company is a winner. That's a beautiful beast, although it is very, very manageable. It's beautiful to look at and an incredible user if you're comfortable getting one out the door. Cheers, that's it.